Bine ați venit la un nou episod din Hitman, sezonul 3, episodul 2. Aici continuăm cu Death in the Family. Haideți să vedem cutscene-ul și sper că nu mi-a dat YouTube copyright pentru că filmez o săptămână înainte. Deci sper că nu mi-a dat YouTube copyright. Haideți să vedem.
She came home.
Carlyle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlyle is dead, according to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlyle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlyle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlyle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlyle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Haide. Deci avem un intel de furat și pe ea de omorât. Deci, da, destul de easy. Ce îmi place că are full PS5 controller support. Îmi place atât de mult. Casual, difficulty casual, aia mă interesează. E casual pentru că așa este din setări sau este casual pentru că sunt primele misiuni și o să progreseze dificultatea? O să mă uit acum să văd. Măcar n-am mai dat cred jocul. Deci da.
The Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her three adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
O omor pe asta și apoi găsesc case file-uri, nu?
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Who's waiting? Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47. A famous private investigator summoned by Alexa Carlyle has arrived at Thornbridge Manor. If you take take his place, it may be an opportunity to get close to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Please do.
If you follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen a place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all.
That's a bit excessive, I think, considering the fact that I spotted no less than 2 routes to get inside the house unseen. You know what we're doing, sir. Don't worry about that.
El salvează, dar nu știu unde salvează, că nu văd nimic în save slot-urile alea. A, uite-l. Repede. Alright then.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Okay.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've travelled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
Hi there.
Mamă, de ce puțin dau de asta de controller ca să pot să țin pasul?
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madam's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will
Okay.
do this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene.
Okay.
This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare short. Short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. Photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. I think the crime scene has more clues, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Da, nu cred că a fost suicide.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning.
Okay.
That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here is the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues first?
Deci ăștia sunt suspecții. Question the suspects for... Question suspects and search location.
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more maid crying in the kitchen. So watch yourself around young Mr. Patrick.
Don't worry about me.
So the family... Da, unde sunt ăștia mai exact? Nu zice pe hartă unde ar trebui să întrebă? Means motive opportunity. Acum am văzut. Așa. Acum am văzut. Where am I?
Calm down. Yes, I understand. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement, but you really need to talk to Anthony.
Ok, pe aici. Da, aici. Și aici. Și trebuie să o aștept pe aia.
Emma and Gregory's room.
Trebuie să aștept pe asta.
I'm just A-okay.
Check on the undertaker in charge of the funeral. I got word he's upset with Madame Carlyle. Everything's in order.
Unde naibii este, băi, ranga aia? Trebuie să stau 5000 de ani să caut o rangă amărâtă să-mi bag.
Quite the moment. But you're right. It's beautiful.
Frate.
Yes, hi, Kathy. It's me again. Edward.
Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looks everywhere.
Got to be kidding. No power, no portrait.
Oh, Madame Carlyle will be furious. She expects the family photo to be done any moment now.
I need this shoot to happen, okay? I need it perfectly. The funeral event tomorrow.
But even though Mother is still alive, we still have to go through with the funeral.
I have to write the eulogy.
Lopata ta de nu ți-o bag pe gât.
Mary is so upset, as she's never seen a dead body before.
Life can be tough sometimes.
Alexa back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down soon.
Fucking shit, am găsit în sfârșit. Ranga vieții, băi. De ce n-a arătat pe video când a luat-o? Că e bulangiu de aia, de ce crezi că n-a arătat? Uite. Păi. Ce dracu?
Now, this is interesting. 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child
Okay.
of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
Mm-hmm. The plot thickens. Opener. Nu fac nimic cu el. Deci...
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing?
N-am de nimic. N-am nimic de scanat aici. Presupun că astea au fost toate. Acum hai să mergem la celălalt room. Deci pe partea cealaltă a mentionului este...
How can you be so relaxed? I wish you'd take things more seriously.
What are you going on about now?
Hello, sir.
Whisky, eh? Pot să mă scadeți ceva aici? Da, nu mai pot. Ce înseamnă asta? Că am o poză de făcut în Emma's Room? Așa. Am o poză de luat în Emma's Room, eh? Și că aici, pe undeva. Shoes. Footprints found. Okay. Okay, Emma's room is clear. Deci, în partea opusă a mapei. Mai este o poză de luat.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
Mhm.
Transfers from the Carlisle account HTC depot number 5085. No, I need it immediately. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, I'm still here. Sorry, gotta go. I'll call you back later.
Well?
Well?
Well, what did you find?
You'd better well have a damn good reason for not being here in person. Christ! Really don't know
Okay.
what to do, do you? I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates
Okay.
should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa.
Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford.
Becca room, 2 of 2 close. Well, it's clear as I can see, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Hai să vedem. Camera cuiva este aici. Trebuie în romul ăsta să intru?
Looking good today, sir.
Hey, Ron, did Yates mention... anything about the car?
De partea cealaltă. O intrare secretă, eh? Aici e biroul lui, nu?
Painkillers. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47? Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself. Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Why not? Hai să mai facem niște detecting. Mhm.
All the groceries around. I heard some of the delivery people were unhappy with the security at the gate. But what is safe with Ethel?
Rosie, tell me what you did last night.
I'm in trouble, aren't I? I spent the evening with Patrick. We met after dinner and I went home at 1 in the morning.
Okay.
He said he needed someone real to talk to. When he looks at you, it makes you feel like the center of the universe. Like a real princess.
But now he just ignores her.
Well, he's under a lot of pressure.
He's an idiot. That's... what he is.
Credeam că am făcut deja, că n-a fost un suicide, dar în fine.
So 41 guests will attend the funeral tomorrow.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Any strangers outside the house?
No, we saw no one outside. Except Patrick's mother, Emma. We were sitting on the bench behind the greenhouse talking when she came out.
Okay.
We had to hide. You won't tell her about me and Patrick, will you? She'd insist Madame Carlyle fire me. I'm sure of it.
Too right she will. She's always going on about how things will change once she's in charge of Thornbridge Manor.
How are things coming along inside? Is everything ready for tomorrow?
I'm getting a headache from all the decisions. I mean, pram or stroller, comforter or not. Should I ask her to...
You always led by example rather than by words and meaningless gestures.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'd never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
Certainly. Didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask
Okay.
him. We had a long talk.
This comes together.
Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff were all the company he had. If that's all, I have a... speech to write?
Did you notice anything else out of the ordinary?
You mean apart from the fact that we came here to bury our mother and she shows up alive and kicking? Zachary found dead in his bed this morning? Or perhaps that the planned funeral is still taking place and I have to do the eulogy? And Mother will surely have a strong opinion on it afterwards. I can't breathe. Excuse me. Like hugs, encouragement.
Amber Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Is that all?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants?
Okay.
In my opinion, Alexa
Interesting.
bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Anything else you want?
Have you noticed anything else out of the ordinary?
Nothing special comes to mind. Except, perhaps, I did get a feeling that Zachary was depressed, not just sad. I suppose he realized that he had no one with Alexa gone. Even Alexa must feel the pangs of guilt over that one, letting him believe she was dead. Then again, guilt isn't her strong suit.
Bă, dar nu-și dă clear nimeni. Decât doi am reușit să dau clear. Viable suspect. Okay. Now I have one more here to ask.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward.
Okay.
I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Anything else you want to pry from my intricate intellect?
Tell me about Zachary.
Zach? Huh. Such a sad old sod. A bit heavy on the bottle, but who could blame him? Only company he had was his rare plants and mother, who travels more than she stays here. Honestly, I can't say which is the bigger bore. He's better off dead. Is that all?
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
Nothing.
Ok, deci am mai dat 2 off the list. Acum mai avem Possible Suicide pe Emma și pe ăsta.
Really? I'm just enjoying the show.
Deci să vedem cum o să se
Our
încheie.
perfect mother obviously fucked up, didn't she? Faking her own death. You know, she's explained nothing to us. I think she's scared to own up to her own mistake.
You look tanned. I bet Mother spent the last week at her Cyprus estate. Am I right?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Oh, come on. I need to know what's going on. This affects me too, you know.
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists of changes needing to be
bit
done
strange,
once
eh?
she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Tell me about Zachary. Did he act strange last night?
You know, now you mention it, he was a lot more chatty than usual. He wanted to know about my connections in the publishing business. Apparently, a friend of his is writing a book, which strikes me as very peculiar. I didn't think he had any friends. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer?
Anything else you feel like mentioning?
I may be wrong, but I saw Mr. Fernsby, the butler, leave Zachary's room early this afternoon. And he seemed a bit startled when he saw me in the hallway. It's probably nothing. Oh, and one more thing. Please be kind to Edward. He can only take so much. Is there anything else you want to ask me?
Apparently not. Rebecca, you're out. Asta mai rămâne The Butler. Emma. Și Suicide. Ceea ce nu cred că o să fie Suicide. No, I don't have anything to ask you. One picture.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to kill Zachary.
Something is circled, 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. Broken lab equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Viable suspect, viable suspect. Ok. Pare a mai fi ceva aici, dar nu știu exact ce este. Și la etajul 2. Deci Emma și valetul. Walking Cane. Oare? Oare astea intră în aia și merge? Da.
An old letter, 47. Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly 46 years ago. It states that Alexa Carlyle's older brother, Montgomery, wanted Alexa to become the heir to the Carlyle instead of himself. Interesting. You're an excellent detective, 47. Uncovering truths half a century old. If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlyle that Zachary committed suicide. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her.
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait, with a secret mechanism for uncovering it. It's got real soul.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards. Peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47.
Așa. Acum e să acuzăm pe Emma.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlyle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
Sir.
Ok. Da, cel mai probabil le editez pe astea. Da.
Hey, how you doing?
Moră naiba că mi-a luat asta. Nu trebuia să-mi ia atât de mult. Dar mi-am ales eu cea mai proastă opțiune. Să fiu detectivul, că trebuia eu să fiu detectivul, să-mi bat piciorul. Aparent Emma este cea vinovată, m-am uitat și pe net, dar ea este singura care este așa, pentru că nu este un suicide și nu este nici asta. Nu este nici butlerul. Știm?
This is Madame Carlyle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlyle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother, Montgomery.
Fucking shit, man.
You and Zachary killed 46
2 ore
years
și
ago.
10 minute pentru ăștia de
You
pe
asked
video.
me to find out what happened to
Nu știu
Zachary.
cât este video, dar da.
Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlyle empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlyle empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. but to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then.
Hello, sir.
The file you want... The file you want is in the safe.
Good work, 47.
God,
That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle.
I need some privacy. Thank you.
Please stay back.
Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Finally. Îmi place cum toată lumea a văzut că am împins-o, dar nimeni nu zice nimic. Deci, da. De ce nu mergeți să mă dau jos? Finally, bro, după 2 ore și un sfert am reușit. Nu știu cât o să fie pe video pentru că nu știu cât o să editez din asta. Ceea ce știu asta este că nu le editez acum. Acum mă culc că e 3 noaptea. Hell yeah, brother.
Greetings, sir. 47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Huh? They're everywhere, what? Right, man. Nu știu they're everywhere sau nu mai știu ce.
47. Don't respond, just listen. Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now?
Over here! Cover me!
Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47.
Well then.
And 47 never misses his mark.
Well then. I'm sorry, bro. Dar am murit.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
Bro. Îmi pare rău de el, bă, că a murit. Fuck, man. That sucks. Apex Predator, eh? Bro. Era un tip tare. Ăla. În fine. Sper că v-a plăcut episodul. Dacă da, nu uitați să dați like, comment și subscribe. Și până data viitoare. Bă, de ce a trebuit să moară, mă, tipul? Chiar îmi plăcea de el. Presupun că s-a sacrificat ca să nu intre și 47, să fie împușcat și prins și așa. Deci da, măcar s-a sacrificat pentru bine. Deci da, totuși nașpa, bro, nașpa. Bine, sper că v-a plăcut și până data viitoare eu v-am salutat. Ceau, bă, pa!